we are delighted to present you our project, the Gadget Recommendation Platform. So before heading right into the demo, we just want to give you the introduction and the general context of the presentation that we have prepared, so that to give you a better idea about our project. So with all the advancement of technology and the accessibility of the internet, a lot of things that we know are being now digitalized. And of course, one of the most common of them is arguably shopping. In fact, buying stuff online is easier than ever, right? But no, there is, of course, a catch. If you want to buy a tech gadget, you're gonna be bombarded with complex technical terms like motherboard, processor, video cards, CPU, SSD, and much more. So the context of our idea is this problem. The problem that many people need to buy tech gadget, but they have little to no knowledge about the field. So the solution that we came up with is creating a platform that will recommend gadgets for shoppers online. Okay, so moving on to the functional requirements, we have two types of users. A guest who can describe what he wants and gets a list of products, and the main user who is subscribed to our service and will get a plus, which is getting personalized recommendation based on his feedback and prior buying history. So for non-functional requirements, we mainly focused on the user experience, the progressive learning. So our model will be learning from user feedback. The third point is user adaptability. The platform should adapt with the user based on history, and of course, we're gonna be sure that our users' data is safe and secure. All right. So for the planning, we used a Gantt diagram in which we planned the different stages of the project, and of course we divided the tasks. Now moving on to the demo. Okay, since our project is a cloud native application based on microservices, the main technology that we used is Spring Boot. Here is our Docker Compose file. We also used Spring Cloud that help us with the microservices architecture. We created a token issuer responsible for authentication with multiple providers like Google, Facebook, Amazon, etc. For now, we only have token verifier working for Google. So as you can see here, we have used some of the design pattern that we have seen in class to make the implementation with other providers much easier in the future. We also have a Docker file for each one of the microservices that we created. Now let's see our application in action. We start by firing up our backend services one by one. If we had more time, we would use Kubernetes and host everything in the cloud. But unfortunately, time and resources weren't on our side. So for now, the demo is being run. Okay, so moving on, we run our Flask server that contains our model and some scrapping. And finally, let's serve our front end made with Angular. Our goal was to make a modern and reactive single page application. We also wanted to be a progressive web application for mobile users and try a new technology at the same time. So Angular was the best option since it has a simplified MVC architecture and it is actually used in big projects. So now let's see our platform. Here it is, the gadget. We try to describe a product, select Amazon in search, but we will be prompted that we cannot access since we haven't signed up yet. For authentication, we have used Auth 2.0, Google's protocol. Now we are signed in. We will try again. I have got a big family and I want a good living room TV, so needless to say, it has to be a big size. Although I ain't looking for the state of the art resolution, it's gotta absolutely have vibrant color. And we can choose one of the providers of platforms. Okay, so here is the results from Amazon. A lot of TVs. As describe, nothing that is state of the art, but good for family watching, good for living room. As we can see now, as we scroll, we have implemented infinite scrolling. We will fetch data each time the user scrolls to the end. It's gonna go on and go on. We also have implemented tags like bestseller and other ones. If we click the link, we're gonna be redirected to the products page on Amazon. Alright, so now let's see what is happening to the description behind the scenes. If we type the same example and we go to our Flask server, as you can see, the user description is gonna be divided into sentences. Each sentence is gonna have an aspect, for example, smart TV, and its description. We also will be scrapping data each time. For example, okay, so let's scroll now, and we will go back and see that our server is scrapping new data from Amazon, because we only get products from the model and features, and then we fetch images and tags from Amazon websites. So at the end, we would like to thank you so much for this opportunity to work on such complex and interesting project that was very much beneficial for us. So thank you and goodbye.